Welcome back. This Saturday, it's your chance to experience downtown Milwaukee in a whole new way. Here to tell us about Little Float Milwaukie are Rob Campbell and Michelle Godwin. Welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Okay, you are both members of the Downtown Alliance of Milwaukee. So first, tell me about that organization.
It's a newish year, a little over a year old organization of downtown Milwaukee businesses. Unfortunately, the original name of the Downtown Union of Milwaukee Businesses, or DUM, was not accepted. But yeah, we're very active in getting all of our downtown neighbors, any assistance they need, and doing events and other fun community building activities.
Well, now it's a dam. And
right.
that one's allowed.
It's a lot of fun to say. A lot of fun to say on live TV.
Okay, you're here to talk about the second annual Little Float. Tell us about that.
That is going to be a chance for families and anyone to come down to Milwaukee Bay Park and bring their favorite flotation device and jump on a boat and get a little tow down to Elk Rock Island. And then from there, jump in the Willamette and take about a 30 to 40 minute, whatever the tide is doing at the time, float back down to Milwaukee Bay Park, where then they can get out and once they dry off a little bit, or not, they can walk around damp. They can enjoy food. We have food vendors. We have a beer truck there. We have the Welsh Historical Society. We have all kinds of great organizations. And live music.
It's going to be fun. A little festival down there.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. Okay, so is there an age limit to the float? What should people know for that part of the day specifically?
All the safety regulations of life vests and following all the rules.
Okay.
But so if you bring a little one, make sure you pack up plenty of floaties. In fact, I brought some examples of floaties. I brought floaties for the whole crew. I ordered a lot, and they actually turned out to be a lot smaller than I expected. So that's a donut. Okay. There's a ring one, but yeah.
This is like a floaty for my drink.
Yeah, well, they came.
I
didn't realize, but I'll give these a wide crew.
Well, I appreciate you thinking of us.
Yeah, there's a cactus, a little pair of lips.
There'll be air in them.
And I ordered some cool noodles, but I accidentally got udon noodles. That's
Thanks for trying.
Yeah,
I
did my best.
So like this, bring this, but bigger.
You'll want bigger.
Well, tell us about Elk Rock Island, because that's kind of part of the reason you do this whole thing is because people don't get to go out there and experience the island often, right?
I actually brought some fun facts about Elk Rock Island.
Okay, please.
And I got it from AI, but I spent so much on the things I didn't use the good AI. I used the really cheap stuff. So Michelle, if you don't mind fact checking some of these, just in case, because I didn't really fact. Elk Rock Island was formed 40 million years ago by a volcano. It was donated to Portland and later given to Milwaukee by the Kerr family back when you could amass a fortune selling glass jars, and people had real cool names like Albertina. Albert, but with an Ina at the end. Elk Rock Island, in international waters, there's no laws there, so you can find a lot of pirates and felons. No?
That one's probably, not true.
No.
Okay. The jagged lava formed rocks may be the oldest exposed rock in the Portland area. There is an inexplicable stone staircase on one side. It's where there used to be a nightclub and dance hall and speakeasy during Prohibition. That is true, actually.
Well, go to the island and see if it is true. How fun.
Finally, Elk Rock Island was named after Zephaniah Elkington III, who made his fortune inventing that game where you roll a wire hoop down the street with a stick.
I'm sure a big fortune to be made from that game.
Okay, that one's not right.
Okay, well, look, go participate in the float, go to Elk Island and see if what he says is true or not.
Yeah, there will be tours and other things to check out when you get boated up to Elk Rock Island. You can go learn a lot about the flora and the fauna and the whatnot.
Yeah, and this is the second year. What was the feedback you got from last year? It must have been good because I think you're expecting a lot more people. Is that right?
Yeah, last year people had a really good time. It was definitely a first run of it, and we learned a lot, but we're super excited to implement all our new knowledge, and we're expecting up to 1,500 people.
So people did get stuck later in the day when the current changed. Got stuck about halfway through and had to get out and walk. So we have a long rope to actually pull yourself along this time, which is real. And I know now you can't trust anything I say. But now we have more assistance for if that happens, we have more assistance for that. It is a ticketed event so we can time out the boat rides.
Got it.
And keep it so that not too many people are on the island at once.
Got it. No, that makes sense. So give people the details and how they can get their tickets.
Yep, go to little-float.com and use your promo code LATEBIRD as tickets just went up.
Our early bird tickets are over, but we don't want to forget our late birds.
Yeah. Thank you for looking out for the late birds.
That's right.
And thanks for these floaties. I'm sure I can use this for something, for sure.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.